How's it going? Trey Clark here. We're going to touch on some basics about how to approach a dog, especially a dog you've just met or maybe one you just adopted. And it's not just for us, but how to teach our children to approach dogs too. And there's a couple of bullet points here. The biggest one is to let the dog come to you. That's the best way to approach a dog. That way it's on their terms. They're not going to find that moment of, who is this guy? If you think about it, if a stranger walked up to you and started reaching for your face, you might have that moment of going, I don't like this, I don't like this. And think about it, all dogs have to do, they don't have hands that they can put up and block themselves. All they have is their teeth right there. Now, another bullet point I want to hit on is it's a common thing that people say, you know, you put your hand out like this to let them sniff your hand so you get to know them. Now, it is good that they get to know your scent and that, you know, but if you think about it, if the dog has been abused and you don't know their history, then if you walk up, hey girl, if you walk up like this, that may be something that, you know, they have experienced some trauma with. So you always want to walk up when the dog's going to sniff you. Let the dog approach you. You don't approach the dog. And if they lean in like that, underhanded, just like that. Just like almost you're feeding them a treat. And then you're not reaching for them, okay? You're letting them kind of have their way with your hand a little bit and just kind of get to know you. And then, you know, if it feels good, you get to, they get to get the good stuff. So another thing that, this is probably the biggest thing, is this is where most bites happen, is when you reach in with your face and or your hands. So I'm going to do it wrong, but I know Marley pretty well. But she is a good example. So if I didn't know Marley, the last thing I would want to do is go, look at you, you know, something like that. She even gave me a little growl just there. She didn't like it. Well, maybe she did. Maybe she was saying more. But the best thing to do is just kind of don't make any eye contact. You don't want that locked-in stare. Underhanded and let the dog come to you. You're almost ignoring them just for a few minutes. And just because you think you know a dog after the first day or two, if it's a dog that you just adopted or something like that, give it some time. Now, there are dogs, brown dog over here, I can get, come here girl, I can get in her face, but I would not suggest anyone get in her face that didn't know her very well, that she didn't know. So you might save a bite, you know, and a bite to the face is gonna affect your life a lot differently than a bite to the arm or the hand or something like that. So sticking your face into you know, a dog's snout or reaching in or something like that is probably the worst thing you can do if you don't know the dog. So you might save yourself some grief. And my kids, even though they work around the dogs constantly, they know the rule. You do not approach a dog, especially if they're lying down. Let sleeping dogs lie. A dog in a dog bed that you go in with your face first is just an accident waiting to happen. So the idea is not to get bitten, not to make besties with a strange dog at someone else's house. The idea is to protect yourself and don't get a scar that you're going to think about for the rest of your life, and teach your kids good manners around dogs. I don't want people sticking their snout in my face, and I think we should show the dogs the same respect. So be kind to animals, be kind to each other, be kind to yourself. Check out TreyClarkDogs.com, and you can even see some dog training videos on Trey Clark Theories or Trey Clark Behavioral Training on Facebook. So that's its own page. So hope you all are doing well. Have a great day.